another classic for you this week. We were able to get in here in the lanes and get some lane time. Rick McCormick and Tab out here in Northwest have been gracious enough to let me get in here and get some footage of these old classics. We've got one that I know a lot of people had their hands on these. I know Gary Rolfus locally threw this one on the King of Bowling. Mike Whalen, Kevin Johnson, you can go on and on, the guys that threw this one coming up. And this was one of the popular urethane balls and was highly in competition with a lot of the competitors out there. You had the Blue Hammer, you had the Cobra, you had the Turbo, you had them all. Then you had the Nitro by Ebonite. Now the light bulb technology, that was the whole deal when the urethanes came out. This solid two-piece urethane with that light bulb was right up there in competition with the Turbo, the Cobra, you name it. They were able to keep up, and it was really popular on tour. Guys like Dave Wadka, Kelly Kaufman, you know, they just go on and on. Just the amount of people, the senior tour really loved this ball. Earl Anthony threw the heck out of it. A very versatile ball. You had Boomer Leanne Barrett. How do you forget Leanne Barrett? The Twister. Getting her hands on one of these. She had that in the Turbo. She would just light them up with that thing. Donna Adamick, you know, I've seen her throw one of these one at a time or two, but nonetheless, the Nitro, very popular ball in our area, Travel League. A lot of people threw this thing, and it was very versatile. You could polish it, you could sand it. It was great for heavy oil, great for the short oil. Although back when it came out, the short oil was the craze then. You know, we were fighting everything, so everything was high polished. Now this thing isn't quite as high polished as what they were back in the day, but I've seen these where you can see your face in them, and they get long and snap. That Nitro was just something, and it was able to carry. You know, that light bulb, just symmetrical core, roll off nice and smooth, and got through the pins and kept them low, kept the pins low, and kept them, you know, going straight back. And that's all you pretty much were looking for then. Just something that, you know, get down lane and get through and give you some pop at the pins. But another urethane gem we got for you. We're going to see what this can do. We got a fresh house pattern here today at Northwest, and they're slick this season. They've been a little testy because all this new equipment coming out. They put a little bit of heavier viscosity out so everybody can throw the new ones, but we'll see how this old classic stacks up from the 90s. This is a 1991 on the stamp. 1991 Ebonite Nitro it is. So we're going to see what I can do with this thing, so we'll be right back, folks. That footage is coming right up. Stay tuned. got done grabbing some footage of the original NITRO Urethane by Ebonite. It's 1991 classic. Check this thing out. Boy, she's a beaut. One of the original urethane classics. The old NITRO. Bowler's Edge did an amazing job. This thing pops with the neon green. You know, the neon green logo and the neon green grips. Man, this thing really takes me back. Takes me back to the high school and youth league and travel league. A lot of kids threw this ball. A lot of men and men's league and women. And this ball was one of the popular balls in the 90s. It really was. Right before the reactors came out, you were throwing a NITRO, man. There's a NITRO or turbo, something Ebonite. The Ebonite NITRO was one of the mainstays in the league. You had to see at least one or two on the rack when that thing was out. This NITRO did exactly what I anticipated. It's old urethane, and on this fresh house pattern Northwest, you didn't want to make a mistake in. You made a mistake in and you paid the price for it. You just lost anything that you had on it. It would skate and deflect. So you had to find the friction with it, get it rolling, get it going towards the pocket, and it would take the pin straight back. Now, did it blow racks? No. I left a couple stone 8s with it, left a solid 9, shook them up a few times, as the old urethane will do. You get that light wally shot, but traditionally it just checked up enough to get flush and take the pin straight back. It didn't really overhit, kept it low, and you know, I mean, that's all you're expecting old urethane to do. But this thing definitely holds its own on this newer oil. I mean, it's not going to give you that big ball shape like you were getting in the 90s, where you're able to get around the ball return and just kind of wheel it. You weren't able to wheel it, but unless you get really soft in your hand, this light bulb will still, once you get the core going, it'll get checked up and it'll go through the pins. So I'm really pleased with the way this one turned out. I like it. Might be one of the ones I stash in the bag for when the lanes get a little toasty or the shot gets a little crazy and you just need to get through the track and get up and at them and just point it. It might make a good spare ball too. That's one of the reasons why I like to keep the oldies in the bag. I don't throw a lot of new stuff anyway, but you know, if they get burnt and they get hairy, you can pull out this old stuff and you know, it's definitely going to be something you can go to get up the boards and play around. So like I said, that was the 90s NITRO by Ebonite, and I appreciate Bowler's Edge for everything they do. They hooked us up on this and got us all squared away, got this beauty looking great. Teresa does an amazing job, and Chris punches them up like no other in the city. So we really appreciate you guys for everything you're doing to help us out. So once again, folks, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Check out what we're doing on social media. We've got some stuff coming up. We've got some more balls coming, and we've got some oldies coming. Once, if we get some time with the holidays, we'll be able to get some more footage out there for you guys to enjoy. So stay tuned for that. Keep an eye out for our latest, and we appreciate everything, and thanks everybody for supporting us. So take care, guys.